Hello, me again, talking from my Tesla Model 3. The Tesla Model Y is now, there's quite a few around in America, and I'd just like to soon be released more around the rest of the world. Great car, because I'm in a Tesla Model 3, and that's a great car. So the Tesla Model Y is, ideal, probably more ideal for the UK and Europe, because UK and Europe like their hatchbacks, and I could actually go through the difference between the Tesla Model 3 and the Tesla Model Y is to save you going through all the other people talking about it and testing it. And all it is a bit taller. It's got a hatchback instead of a boot, and it's got a bigger frunk. Oh, and another really good thing is it's got a heat pump, as opposed to the heating system in the Tesla Model 3. Heat pump is a lot better, a lot more efficient. So you get the heat for using less energy, so that's a good thing. And that's about it, really. So save you looking at all the Tesla Model Y tests. That is the difference between two cars. Very nice car. I would love one. I probably won't be able to get one because I'm leasing this. When the lease is up on this, I won't be able to afford a Tesla Model Y. Disappointing. But what can you do? But there's more important things in the world going on. I mean, the infections are going up, as obviously they would do. When we're allowed to walk out the door, the infections went up. And I think I said this 2 months ago, and I said everyone would be surprised. Oh, the infections have gone up. Why is that? Well, it's actually pretty obvious, wasn't it? Yeah, it's obvious. The infections have gone up. And but Matt Hancock, our health minister, says you can get a test any time, and nobody can. Nobody can get a test. If you ring up from Aberdeen, that's in Scotland, you might get a test in Surrey, England. If you ring up in Surrey, England, you might get a test in Aberdeen. And if you drive past a testing station, there's a good chance it'll be absolutely deserted. It seems to me the tests are there, but there's no system to tell you where to go to get your tests. Now, to me, that sounds like a very simple thing. I mean, if you go online with Tesco's, they don't say, "Oh, you want your groceries from Tesco's? Go to Tesco the other side of the country." They tell you to go to your local Tesco's. I mean, it's not rocket science, is it? It makes you feel, if you're a conspiracy theorist, things that they don't actually want people to get tested. Because what other reason could there be? For something which is so simple, I want to test. Where do you live? I live in Surrey. Okay, we'll get you a test in Surrey. Where it's proven by people just driving past the testing stations aren't busy. But it doesn't work that way. Now, how can it not work that way? The station's not busy. In fact, there's one guy on the radio, he said he went to actually saw the station's not busy and wanted to get, I think it's his father, who was very ill. He wanted to get his father tested. So he saw this station was empty, he drove up to it and said, "I'd like my father tested." And they said, "Are you booked in?" Like going to one of those restaurants where the place is totally deserted and you want a table. So he says, "Do you want to, are you booked in?" And the guy said, "No." And they said, "Well, you can't be tested then." "But you're not busy." "Yeah, but the rules are," it's not a person saying the rules, because he or she has been told to say the rules. "But we can't test you because you're not booked in." Another person said they hadn't got the right code. They actually booked in, they hadn't got the right code. So anyway, this guy got his phone out and wanted to take a picture. He wanted to take a picture of this deserted testing station where he couldn't get his father tested. And they said, "Oh, you can't take pictures." No taking pictures. I mean, where are we in this country? Where are we in this free country? You mustn't take pictures. Why not? He didn't want to take her picture. He's a lot like he just wanted to take a picture of the scene of a testing station with tests, but not being able to test anyone because they're not booked in, and you can't get booked in when you go online. What's going on? It's not complicated, it's simple. What is going on? It's like mass corruption, because there's no reason. No reason. Can be no reason. Goodness me. If it is too much for the government to arrange these tests, ask Tesco to do it. Tesco's can arrange things. They can arrange for people to get food any time of day. You can get food the same day from Tesco's. They can arrange stuff. Get some experts. Get Tesco on the job. I'll tell you what, let's kick out the government and let's get the country run by Tesco or Aldi. Much better, much more efficient, because they can do that job. It seems like the government, can't do any job. I mean, one guy in the government and said Dover, the busiest port in Britain, he didn't realise Dover was an important port for imports and exports. He didn't realise. God almighty, these people live their head in a cloud. They've got no idea how anything works. Perhaps it's because they've never worked. They've never had a job. Because they don't know how things work. So as I say, let's get Tesco or Aldi. Let's get them together. They can sort out the country for us. They can sort out the administration. Because people in government can't sort out... they couldn't sort out a piss up in a brewery. They haven't got a clue. So let's get Tesco's and Aldi to sort out this situation. Unless, of course, the government are doing something devious. Something which they don't want us to know about. Or are they stopping tests? Not promoting tests. Because they actually used to give the numbers for tests. But now they're stopped. We don't give numbers anymore, but they tell you the capacity. Oh, we've got the capacity to do a couple of 100,000 tests a day. Capacity? But what about actually testing people? No, we talk about capacity. No, what about testing people? They count, some of the tests they count one person counts as 3 because there are 3 tests. So that's 3 people tested, they put it over. No, it's 1 person tested. So I think the last shot we had when they talked about testing hundreds of thousands of people a day, we tested 60,000 a day. But they talk about capacity. And the people in this country were so stupid. Say, oh, that's wonderful. Look at all the capacity. Capacity's crap. Capacity's crap. This crap video that I'm making has capacity to be viewed by 5 billion people. But will it get viewed by 5? No, it get viewed by about a couple of dozen people. But it's got capacity to be viewed by 5 billion people. I'm not kidding you. They must think we're absolute morons. Mind you, why not? They've got a majority. So if they get away with it once, they get away with it over and over. And they have got away with it over and over again. It's not just UK. America are king of getting over with crap. And the people just suck it up. Half the population thinks the crap we're being told is great. The other half think it's drivel. And, of course, they're not heard, are they? Because they're not in government. So anyway, there's my moan for the day. It's a lovely, hot, sunny day. I'm going to turn the air conditioning back on. I turned it off because I wanted it nice and quiet so you could hear my words of whatever. Anyway, I'm talking to myself anyway, because I say nobody... If you want to subscribe to this video, very unlikely, so nobody actually watches it. But please do. And please watch. And please give me a like or give me a hate. I don't care, really. I say it doesn't really matter. I only do this for a bit of a hobby. But I hope people think I say things which aren't too silly. Anyway... see you again. Please see you next week now because it's Friday and I probably won't do anything over the weekend. So I'll see you later on. Bye-bye.